Hello, welcome back to Nails by Sora. We are going to be diving right in to this lovely little manicure. It is a glitter to shimmer ombre or a glitter to jelly sandal ombre. The colors are both by Sparkle&Co, and unfortunately I don't believe they're available, but I will list the information down below in the description box. The glitter is Plant Mama, and it was part of the subscription bag from, I believe, April last year. And I was thinking about using, it's going to be May because obviously tomorrow, well, not obviously, while I'm recording this, tomorrow is May. But I decided to use jelly sandals instead, and this is Razz. It's a beautiful green jelly sandal, and I lost quite a bit of it, unfortunately, when I was doing my left hand because I contaminated it with the glitter. But I ended up pouring the remnants just in with the glitter because the jelly sandals, the Rad Razz jelly sandals, is translucent enough that it'll mix in and not really change the overall color. And I didn't want to waste the powder. So I'm going in with dehydrator right now. Full transparency, I don't like the way I shaped my nails when I took off my last manicure. So as of right now, tomorrow I'll probably be filing off and around the manicure to reshape it the way that I like it, and then I'll probably do an overlay of some more of the Razz jelly sandals. And but this is really all about the ombre process, which we're going to get into shortly. And I'm just flash curing my thumb right now with my pen light so I can go ahead and do the rest of my nails without putting my hand in the full lamp too often. So I will always, when possible, flash cure my thumb, finish the rest of my hand, and then cure the whole hand together. And right now I'm just doing a layer of base coat so that when I go and file off for my next manicure, I don't go through the nail extension. I can just take off the color. I have that protection layer between the color and my extension, or if you're doing it on your natural nails, you'll have the protection layer between the color and your natural nails so that you can really prevent from filing off too far. Now, with this ombre, what I'm doing is a tap ombre. I'm using a fluffy brush that I got in one of my, I believe I got it in one of my subscription boxes with Sparkle&Co last year. But you can really use any fluffy brush. But after I did this manicure, coincidentally, I happened to be watching another glitter ombre video, and I saw the person who was doing, I don't remember who the nail artist was at this point, but they used a long liner brush to just pick up the glitters individually and place them where she wanted them. I think I might have gotten a better result than what I got, or at least may have been a little bit more deliberate than what I got. Not to say that I don't love the manicure as it came out, because I really do. It's just less of a chance of contamination from one color to the other if you are hand placing the glitters versus scattering it over the nail, because then it dusts up and it gets all over the place, as you will see later because I spilled my glitter. But I'm just aiming it where I want it. I'm pressing the glitters flat against my nail. I'm going in with my water marbling tool. If you don't have one, you can use a toothpick to clean up around my cuticles. And now I'm going to use the Razz jelly sandals and pour over the rest of my nail. And that's going to fill in any space between the glitters that didn't pick up any powder from the Plant Mama dip powder. And also it'll fill up the rest of my nail and give it that ombre look. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this nail, and then, well, first I'm going to take the glitter out of the powder. And then I'm going to go in and do the rest of my nails. I am not going to cure my thumb. I am just going to go in with the rest of my nails. So I am doing the same process. I'm going to coat my pointer finger in dip powder, gel base coat. I am picking up a generous portion of glitter, and you'll see every so often I shake the cupcake liner, and that's to get all the glitters to come to the top. What happens is the finer glitter drops down, the larger glitters come to the top, and then you can really get that concentration of chunky glitter if you so want it. Another way to do it would be to lay your finger directly into it if you wanted full coverage, but since I am doing an ombre, obviously I only want it towards the base of my nail near my cuticle and coming halfway up the nail. I am using my water marbling tool here and there to go in and move the glitters around if they're not where I want them. Sometimes they get bunched up, or there's areas that don't have glitter that I want to have glitter, so it's easy, especially if you're using gel liquids, to just go in and move them, because obviously the gel's not going to cure until you put it in the lamp. Alright, so I've gone and cured the first coat. I've used a fluffy brush to dust off the excess powder, and now I'm going in with the exact same process and just doing a second coat. I'm not going to reverse the process. I'm not going to do the jelly sandals first and then the glitter. For this ombre, it's not really necessary to get that even distribution of colors or shades. I'm just going to go in with the glitter first, then go in with the jelly sandals and do my whole hand, cure it, and then we're going to move on to the next phase, which will be filing if necessary, if there's any unevenness, which I did get a bit of bunching of the glitters around the free edge that I wanted to clean up, and then we'll finish off this manicure. Yeah, so this happened. I was in the middle of trying to put the glitter back into the jar and I tipped the cupcake liner the wrong way. But now we're going to go into the shaping portion of this video. It's going to be brief. This video is not about shaping, but I do want to show you a bit of, the process. So first I'm doing a base coat, and sometimes I'll do a base coat and a top coat just to add that extra layer, and then I can file through the top coat to reshape and smooth out the nail. But this time I just did the base coat and then I wiped off the inhibition layer. I didn't really have much filing to do. All I needed to do, like I said before, was a little bit along the sidewall, and then up along around the cuticle, or down around the cuticle, just to make sure that I had the separation and all the glitters lay flat. Wasn't too worried about filing around the edges of the glitters. The faces, anything that could possibly lose color or get fractured, was embedded far enough below the base coat that I didn't really have to worry about it. But general rule of thumb, if you're using gel liquids instead of dip liquids, is not to use a clear dip layer, because oftentimes, unfortunately, if the clear dip powder isn't milled fine enough, it will leave a cloudiness, or you'll see what looks like bubbles from the clear dip powder underneath the gel. It doesn't seem to work too well with gel liquids. So if I'm going to want a barrier between shaping and the color, or if I want to encapsulate glitters, I'll go and I'll do either a thick layer of builder gel, or I'll use base coat and top coat. That way I have that gel barrier between the color or the glitters to protect it from wear and from filing it away. Alright, now you can either use a hand file like I'm going to use, or you can use an e-file if you're comfortable with filing and shaping with that. Whenever I am finishing off a manicure and reshaping the nail, I prefer to use a hand file because I have a little bit more control over that. And I'm using the 180 grit side because it's softer, and I know I'm not going to scratch up the surface too much or possibly cut into the glitters or down through to the color. So I'm just lightly going back and forth over the surface of the nail to take all the shine off of the gel base coat. And then I'm going to go around the free edge and make sure that the edging from the glitters, whatever's poking through that gel, is filed down smoothly. After that, I'm going to use isopropyl alcohol and wipe off all the dust from the surface of the nail. And then I will base coat again and top coat again, and then we're going to be all done. Well, I want to thank everybody, anybody who's new, anybody who's returned, for coming and watching my video. I appreciate all of you so very much. I really do love doing these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions for upcoming video content, please leave it down in the comment section below. I am just going to finish off the manicure with Candy Skincare Cuticle Oil, and that's going to do it. Thank you once again. Please give this video a like and a subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are dropping. I'm really going to try to step up the content going forward. I have a lot of ideas. I had about a month or so after the holiday season where I really didn't know what to do or where to go from there, but the ideas are coming very quickly now, and I'm running out of time to do them, but look for new content soon. Take care. Bye.